Carter Finley Stadium, home to the North Carolina State Wolfpack, and the fans here on this leg of Tobacco Road have been getting ready since early this morning. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the South Florida Bulls, taking on another team from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Bulls will put total leather and we'll get started.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. The offense set for a first down play. Looking for room, it's Waters. Hard running there. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Fires to the big fella. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. From the gun, the running back has it. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Fights off a defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The Bulls offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Pulls it in. It's Eccles. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Runs through a tackle. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Brown wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw's got to at least make it to the sticks. On that...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulls.
How nice is it on offense to have a quarterback with that kind of athleticism? Your playbook is so much more open when you get in 4th and goal situations just like that. You could call a pass play, and if it's not open, he can get you out of trouble with his legs. Nice job running that one in for a TD.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, Daniel, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Quick completion to the right. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. Back to pass, it's McCall. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the fumble.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. With the catch, it's Waters. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin them deep. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
He's going to run it. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
The Bulls get it past the sticks. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Brown will throw it. Looking to scramble. Bought a little time, lets it go. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And the Bulls have this offense rolling. Quarterback checking off. They'll throw it on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. How about this DB turning on the Jets and getting the first sack of the game for this defense?
And that is how you come from the secondary with authority. Come with some speed, some vitriol, some hate. Just get to the quarterback. Get him on the ground. Nice job by the secondary getting to the quarterback.
On second down, he'll let it fly. That's caught. It's Smith. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Bulls in the hurry-up. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. On the move, he fires. And the misconnection on 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Running it back, it's Concepcion. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Dropping back, it's McCall. Right down the middle. He makes the catch. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes the grab. It's Rodgers. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. He wants to throw here on second down. Makes the grab down the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. He's looking to throw it. The sure hands, it's Concepcion.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Got his man down the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And the Bulls want to crank the tempo. Looking to go up top on first down. Working the middle, it's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bulls with the 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He finds his man. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Calls his own number. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulls.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broke.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he's got it inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Looking to throw, it's McCall. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. 3rd and goal from way back there. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch. First down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Time to take a shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. They're trying to get to it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Brown wants to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And he's got it at the 25. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And the Bulls are on the move. Give to the single back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback will audible. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Avoids pressure. He'll pull it down and run. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
This quarterback doing a lot of good decision-making on that last play. First off, nice job extending, but then understanding what the coverage was, understanding nobody's open, and then going, hey, look, I can go get this myself, and finally, not only am I going to get this first down, I'm going to take care of myself, too. I'm going to slide. I practiced this all week. Little baseball slide action. We got a fresh set of bones.
Mark it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Touchdown, USF! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love. And it's picked off. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, South Florida. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it.
South Florida, 28.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
On the option. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. Quarterback checking the play. Trying play action. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Finds his man, it's Atkins. Snowed under by the defense.
Yeah, I think you're seeing these guys in every offense. These littler guys that are so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Open space at the 25. Touchdown Bulls! And they take it in for 6 more points. Brown, forget the kick. He's going to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
First down here for the offense. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Uncorks one. Complete in the middle. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. The give on the inside. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. On second down, they'll take to the air. A strike downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. NC State quick to the line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Looking for a crease. It's Waters. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. The option look. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Brown wants to pass. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's reeled in. It's Atkins. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points, gotta get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
He's brought down solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense...
Gonna let it fly. He caught it, and he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Bulls. Oh, now the kicker's gonna throw it. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
He's taking the shot. Pulls it in on the right. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. Scanning the field, it's McCall. Got it! That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He wants to throw it again. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, NC State.
nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Offense getting set for first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. That's caught. It's Smith. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
This is frustrating. You know, you're an offense. You're in a great position. You're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. And he was finding space, and he took it all the way back to the 22.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense.
And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Brown will throw it. Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Eccles. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Field goal is good. And now the lead is extended a little further. First order of business here, don't give up a big return, then the defense just has to keep them out of the end zone.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
You know, the field's about 53 yards wide. Got to kick it between those 53 yards, or else the drive will start on the 40. Game on the line. Offense has the ball. Down 1 score. Time winding down. What is better than this? Using the quick game. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
It's second down.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. The short hands, it's Waters.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, USF! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
South Florida, 52. NC State, 31.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Now on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's McCall. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Touchdown, Wolfpack! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays. And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, South Florida. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking.
The field's about 53 yards wide. You got to kick it between those sidelines, or else you draw the flag. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Now they'll run the draw. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Back to throw, it's McCall. Blasted as he lets it go. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive